Good afternoon, everybody. We are very happy to be here. Today we are launching our first podcast. Today here we have Paolo, the CEO of KubeCoin, and I'm Mark, the CMO of KubeCoin. And today it's our first episode. We're going to do questions and answers. It was an episode that was really asked for all our community. It's important questions that you want us to answer, what the future plans for KubeCoin, what we're going to do in this 2022, and what are we going to do in the near future with all ETHCube, FlyCube, KubeCoin, and everything. So before starting, we're really happy to be here. We're really proud of what we achieved until now. So the next year, it's going to be an amazing year for us. We're going to build a very, very big ecosystem that we hope that you will, all of you will like. But before starting with the Q&A, we would love to have Paolo say a few words about how was everything with KubeCoin and what we're going to do. So Paolo.
Hi everybody, and thank you for this, Mark. It's our first podcast, so I'm quite excited. I've seen you did a great job here because I didn't know that we had something behind, our buildings, and actually you cannot see it right now, but if I move a bit, if I may, you can see our KubeCoin cube, so and the ETHCube and the FlyCube, so pretty amazing, guys, what you did here. So this is just the beginning of our journey, and I'm already so happy that we had this opportunity to close the pre-sale in this way, also in a really democratic way when we asked to everybody to what we could do with the left token of the first round, and everybody said burn, so let's burn. So that's the philosophy of decentralization and exactly what we want to achieve with this journey until we get our token released and available publicly to use it. And I think answering to your question, I'm sure I'm going to speak about this, about how we're going to implement it and the technology we are creating right now in order to use it in real life. So thank you, everybody. We can start with the questions.
Perfect. So now we're going to start with all the questions. We received a lot of questions from all our users across Twitter, Discord, Telegram, even the Reddit and other social media. So we had to, let's say, gather the best questions. Some of them were repeated, so we choose some of them. We have more or less 10 to 15 questions. We will try to answer all of them. Paolo will try to answer all of them and give the best answer or the answer that maybe you're hoping to hear. So let's start with the first question for Paolo. The first question will FlyCube include surprise trips from America to Europe or just trips within Europe?
Actually, that's really interesting question right now because as everybody knows, we are in the pandemic situation. So we stopped the expansion for the next months and we concentrate all the resources on the technology for the decentralized application. We're going to speak about it right now. Now, as a company, we have the responsibility to keep the cash flow going in Europe and keep building all the apps and the platforms we have in mind. We have in our plan. And for now, we're not going to expand in. I must say, unfortunately, in the US yet. It's all done. Actually, in general, we had to do it, but because of the variants, because of the COVID situation that is going up again, the curve, it's better not to risk the capital of all of us to do this and put the money in a more profitable project, let's say, speaking long term. Unfortunately, this situation is really affecting everybody. Unfortunately, from another point of view, we so open with our ecosystem that we can move based on the project and based on the general situation. That this is happening since 2 years, since the pandemic happened.
Perfect. So now we're going to move to, apart from the expansion that we talk about of America, are there other expansions planned for FlyCube and ETHCube within the American market or other markets?
Yes, the plan is not a secret. It's a 5-year plan that stopped for 2 years and now we're starting back adding 4 years. So in 2026 we're going to end the first step of the big journey for FlyCube. And the expansion is in US, starting from the US because it's one of the most interesting markets for us. Europe is the biggest because of how is Europe is composed of small countries, so it's perfect for our concept for surprise trips. We can adapt it in USA. We found a way, and from there, then we open in the other countries, in the other continents. So I don't remember exactly the next one, but Canada and Australia for sure, and then Latin America and the other countries. So these are the normal steps when a company expands global worldwide. The steps to do and the country where you're going to.
Perfect. Let's move now to the next question. What effect will KubeCoin have on the market? You have a variety of projects in the blockchain context, let's say the token, the swap, the wallet, the marketplace, and more. Do you think it's realistic to get all this done in the next year?
Well, it's realistic. At beginning, I wasn't sure of it because we didn't have enough technology. I'm speaking before we created KubeCoin. KubeCoin happened because we found a way to use the same centralized technology. We created a centralized technology with our tech department to handle different verticals, to handle different business lines. That's why we have FlyCube, EatCube, and the other verticals. So they all based on the same technology. So in this way, the cost is less, first of all, and you use the same resources, marketing-wise and tech-wise, and you can expand easily, and basically you can handle a lot of projects. The problem is you need to find the right people for that. It's not only based on technology. Nowadays everything is technology, but technology, let's say 50% technology, 50% human resources. So we need the right people for that. And we're constantly hiring people since a few months. So we of course we experiencing still the general situation, but it's going pretty great. So we already hired a few key profiles, and that's the key actually is to handle all the verticals at the same time. So answer to the questions, yes, we can do it in 1 year. We can do the wallet. The wallet will be released as soon as possible. We just had a meeting before that about the wallet, the NFT platform as well. Qbox is part of FlyCube. I can speak about it later. And EatCube, FlyCube are really similar. The concept, the technology is really similar. So it's just basically on the front end and a few features, but the technology behind is almost the same. And apart from that, we have an hedge fund that it's a Cube that we changed the name. Before was more related on startups, and now we decided to move it on a hedge fund, and it will be handled by our CFO. So it's all well planned and ready for the next year for sure.
Great. Let's move to the next question. Let's say, how many people are involved in the technological development, and how is the audit going?
Okay, this is a trick question for the audit. First, I'll tell you the tech team is composed by our CTO Daniel, that everybody knows, and we have separate teams. We have the front end team. Most of the people are working from home. They're all in Spain. Then we have the back end team, and as a backup, a few freelance from other countries. They just back up in case we need to comply with the deadlines. So we need extra work, do it faster, and we call the freelancers. They are committed with us. And now, because we are creating, I say again, we had a meeting before, because we created a wallet. We do technology here. It needs to be the best technology. Also because the goal is really hard to achieve. So we need a really strong technology behind. We are discussing to get a new team for the wallet, using the same developers. So probably in January we're going to hire more developers. The other question was about the audit. The audit is a trick question because Cardano is an amazing tool. So what we know, considering Ethereum and Binance for smart contracts, when you create a native token, is something completely different from what Cardano built. With Cardano, you don't need when you create a native token, you don't need to create a smart contract. So, and normally the audit is on the smart contract. It's a tech audit. So the external entity need to verify that the contract is well done, everything is well comply with the characteristics that we say that there are no bugs, and a lot of tech stuff that need to be ready when you release it before you release the token. So you don't have this because Cardano is already secure. So you don't need to audit because Cardano was audited already, and you create the native token really well easily if you know, of course, the coding of Cardano. It's not easy, but once you create the native token, you do it directly inside the blockchain. You don't need a smart contract. That means that you cannot do an audit on the native token itself in Cardano. But what you can do, you can we found a way, because everything is new with Cardano, so we found our way. It's a legal and tech audit. We ask to an external entity to do it. So also if you don't have the smart contract for the token, it can be audited. So now they're auditing, and hopefully Christmas is almost there. So hopefully the middle of January we see a result. Maximum the third week of January. And this say that it doesn't mean we're not going to use the Cardano smart contracts. We're going to use it because we need to build decentralized apps. So for that, yes, we need the smart contracts. So for native tokens, we don't need it. So the audit, we need to find our way to do it, to comply, of course, for exchanges and with you guys and for ourselves, because the audit basically for ourselves to be sure that we don't make mistakes when we release the token.
Great. Let's move now to the next question. In this case was, what makes you believe that KubeCoin can benefit many people, and what surprises will come after the launch of KubeCoin?
I must say, our life since we built this company is full of surprises. So actually good surprises most of the time. We can say this after also the success of our pre-sale. The surprise, there are a lot of surprises, but we normally try to say everything we do. It's good to communicate to the community everything we do. So as I said, we're going to have the wallet. I'm going to speak about it later. We're going to our own wallet. We decided to do that. The NFT platform, and it's quite interesting what we're creating right now. And we decided. So this is let's say the big surprise, a big organization surprise that we had in the last few weeks. We decided to divide the Cube ecosystem in two parts, to split it in the marketplaces, e-commerce, business lines, and decentralized apps. So we go in two different directions. So the teams we will split in this way, but with all the same target. So now KubeCoin is, from an idea of marketing, became the most important project we have in the company. So now is backing, actually KubeCoin is actually backing FlyCube. Before it was FlyCube backing KubeCoin. And because of that, we have this goal to release the token and get the cryptocurrencies available everywhere in real life in time. It's not an easy thing to do, and the all verticals go in that direction right now. So this is the main original thing that was going to happen, and you will see it in the first months of 2022. Did I answer to everything?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So then, what changes have you considered to use for the ICO and for in this case, exchanges submissions?
What changes?
Yeah.
Well, the ICO, we don't want to change the tokenomics, of course. We're still on time. We can speak with the community. We can decide. We're still on time to do that because we're still on audit. As I said, the native token is not created yet, and we are now thinking we are doing all the calculation on the ICO price and the supply we're going to give. What it means, we have 50% for the public release. If I'm not wrong, it's 14% for the ICO. we now considering this amount, we want to reach this amount because we need to reach it to build everything we want to do. But we're still on time to discuss it with the community in case. And the 36% of the public release, most of it, we will go to the public release to use the coin for our use case. So most of it will go for buying through our platforms, buying through our partner ones with KubeCoins, buying in a restaurant, buying in a partner restaurant, of course, in a partner hotel, in a partner hotel branch. We are now speaking with other branches. They're already partnered with us. We just need to implement our code with them to use KubeCoin, and basically that's it. This is the main point of the 36%. A part of it will go to the exchanges. Why? Because we want this to be trade for our investors, first of all, because they're not here just for the use. There are someone that believes in the long-term project and they want this to be used in real life, and they want to use it to buy a trip or whatever it is in real life. And there are other investors that want to make profit of it. So we're going to speak. We're already speaking with exchanges, and part of it will go there. Please consider that our main point is the public use of the token. It's not the trading. The trading, it's part of it, but we really focus on the roadmap and the use case of it.
Perfect. Then we're going to move to a new next question. One sec. Why have you planned to do the token distribution into the wallets that support Cardano native tokens when you're creating your own wallet? Will it not be more logical to wait until the Cube wallet is made and afterwards do the token distribution into the wallets that are from the project? Will the Cube wallet be able to hold other external tokens, ones that are not KubeCoin?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I must say that there was, I've seen in the community in Telegram mostly that there is this confusion why we have to give an address and then we have to find a Cardano wallet by you building your own wallet. So what's happening? Okay, let's say one thing. This project exploded in 2 months, 3 months. As I said, we expected to use it as a tool, and then we discovered the big potential of it. And we put all the effort in KubeCoin, and it was successful for this. The marketing team did an amazing work. We didn't expect. I expected really when we did the marketing. I didn't expect the amount of followers we have on Twitter. I didn't expect the big watch list we have on CoinMarketCap. So because of that, we need to think fast. And we still need to think fast. And now we're a bit more relaxed, because there is Christmas. We have the ICOs in time, and we want to do the things better. But at beginning, we reached the numbers in a few days. So that's why we were thinking in a really easy way. Let's find a Cardano wallet, and we do the airdrop for everybody in this wallet. But then we realized, as you always brainstorm on these things, and we have basically creative minds. We decided to do our own wallet because it's the best way to use the token in real life. Apart from the swap that you can do in the wallet, apart from the NFT that you can also implement in your own wallet, the other functionalities that are there, but basically is to use it. So because we want this token to be used, the best thing to do is to use our own wallet. We must say that it's a decentralized app. It's not our wallet. There will be no name or anything. It's just a cold wallet. And so the main reason because there was this confusion is because we weren't sure to create our own wallet. You need to decide budget, you need to put a team on it, you need to hire designers, UX, UI designers, the technology, all the things. So you need to plan it. So meanwhile, our apologies for that, for this confusion. Now it's clear we're going to use our wallet for this.
Perfect. Now let's move to another question. Could you talk more about Qbox and WoCube? Since there is only a small amount of information about them on the website, what will each one consist of, and how KubeCoin is going to add value to the ecosystem through creating these projects?
Okay, The value of the token is not only related on the financial actions, let's say on how many people buy it, on how many people sell it, on this thing. Everybody that trade know this. The value of the token is also mostly, I think, when it's a long-term project, it's based on the value you give to the token with the product you release, the verticals, or whatever you do that make the ecosystem to go up. So the verticals we have, they are not related to the token. We implement the token in our platforms, but we sell trips, we sell surprise restaurants, we do other things. Why they add value? Because they add the companies have a value on the multi operations they have. More operation we have, well done, more the company value goes up. And the same happens when you have a token. This is a new way, like let's say a financial way with the cryptocurrencies, but it's the same if you invest in the stock market. So if you add value to your company, of course, your shares will go up. And here's the same. Say that Qbox is a vertical we already have, but we had to stop because of COVID. It's the B2B version of FlyCube and EatCube together. We sell Qbox boxes to companies as gifts for their employees, or we have also collaboration with other companies to distribute in shopping centers and supermarkets. So basically, it's our pack, like for example, flights plus hotel, put in a physical box. We have to stop this because the companies are affected with it. The welfare policies are not available anymore as before. So there are a lot of things that we have to stop because of this general situation. So that's why it's not yet released, but it was already going on when we had FlyCube before the pandemic. WowCube or GoCube, but we didn't decide the name yet. It's just there to say that this is our best centralized app. Let's say it's our best marketplace. We cannot say what it is about. It's like secret for us. It's our main idea. We can say it's an app that we're going to use in entertainment, travel, and hospitality all together. So that's the only thing I can say right now, but we're going to release as soon. I must say that this is the only one that we have to wait the pandemic goes away, because with this curve we cannot invest in something like this if we're not sure that it's going to sell. So right now we're responsible, so we prefer to move the budget on other business lines. So until then, it's on pause.
Perfect. Then we have another question that will be, how are you going to distribute to the public offering, which is 36%?
The distribution is, as I said, through the wallet. So for the use case, it's going to be through the wallet. We are now deciding the parameters, and because once it's released after the ICO, the market decides the price. So we need to set up it in the wallet when you can buy it through another cryptocurrency. We will never use euro, also because we know an exchange. We cannot use fiat for this, and we don't want to, because we want to look at the future, so we want to think 100% cryptocurrency. So you can exchange it with another cryptocurrency and buy KubeCoin through the wallet until we got on an exchange. I want to tell to all our investors, this is really important. We are trying to get only on tier 1 exchanges. It's more difficult. It can take more time, but this is a long project. We don't want dumps. We don't want pumps or dumps. Pumps, of course, but pumps after follows a dump. So we don't want this thing. We try to avoid them, and we want to think long term, and we will apply only for tier 1 exchange. They are less risky, and I must say we have, like every day, we have contacts with the tier 3 exchanges, and we are not really thinking to get involved with them. We can see after when we have enough. The market is stable, the coin is stable, maybe we can put something at risk, but not at the beginning. So for now, it's through the wallet and tier 1 exchanges.
Perfect. Let's move to the next question that I just chose because I think it was funny, but it's a real good question to think in the future in a way like this. It was saying that, do you think we'll be able to buy a villa in Ibiza with KubeCoin in the future?
A villa in Ibiza. Yeah, yeah, you can do that. I think long term, so it's not going to happen soon. Because first of all, we need this to get public. You know, when you start, it's not about us only. It's about the whole ecosystem of cryptocurrencies. We all working together to make it happen, and it's not easy. I must say that now we knew, and in this field we see that it's really difficult. We like the challenge. It's not going to happen soon. You cannot get a bill, I think, in the next year, next 2 years. But for sure, we first of all, next year for sure you can buy through through us for tickets for restaurants and a lot of things we already have implemented because we already know that we can do that. Villa is not our field, and also I don't know if owner will accept it right now, but it takes time to convince to make people understand this new world. So it's tough at beginning. So long term, yes, definitely you can do it.
Great. Then we have the typical question that we always receive, and they always asked us in the IMAs and other podcasts that we did before. And we always love to answer this one. It's why the developer team choosing Cardano ecosystem for developing? Why was Ethereum not chosen?
Why wasn't Ethereum not chosen? We tried Ethereum. We investigated Ethereum. We investigated Binance as well. The classical things you always do when you create a token, and also because we are not from this sector, we weren't from this sector. Then we realized that because we already invested a few years before we started, me and Mark, and invested in Cardano, we started to investigate more Cardano. And then we started, while we were, the tech team was trying to understand the smart contracts on the other blockchains, on the other smart chains, we were speaking with Cardano. So me and Mark, we tried to get in touch with the team. Was a bit hard at the beginning, not that difficult, but it was about because we didn't have anything created either the website. We just present ourselves as the company as FlyCube, and then we found a way to speak with the team. They like the project, they like the idea. We send the pitch deck and everything, and then they explain us the support they can give us on the technology that we could not have with the other ones. But apart from that, the security that Cardano says, and we realized that we knew already, but then we speaking with them, we realized the long-term map they have, the way to decentralize themselves. So we said, okay, that's what we want for ourselves. Different field. We are not competitors or anything like that. Maybe we were going to move to a blockchain of ourselves if we need our own technology one day. For now, it's not our need. And so Cardano totally fits with us, and we fit with him, with the ecosystem. So I said, okay, let's do it. And I think it has been a great choice. Now Cardano is a bit down like the all other coins, but we don't care because we think long term, and I'm sure it's going to go up soon. Well, soon in time. we cannot make forecasts on it, but we really trust the project and everything they do, and we happy with we took this decision.
Perfect. Let's move now to the next question. It's a question that was asked a lot through Telegram. I received a lot of messages to my Telegram, Twitter, everywhere. And it's, when will you start a staking program?
All right. The staking, this is another thing that there was a bit of confusion time ago. Because obviously we are an utility token, we cannot do staking itself without having a blockchain or being a security token. There's a problem with minting, it's a bit tricky technological wise and also financial wise and also legally. So we found out 1 month and a half ago that we actually can do staking. So we are working on that. Before it was just proof of use. More you use our coin, more you get rewards. So this is an utility way to get rewards. Pretty legal, pretty good, pretty operational. Now we found that with Cardano, through the NFT technology, we can mine, so we can do staking. We cannot guarantee yet that we're going to implement it, but we're working on it. Also because, to get our investors to think long term is not just on, as I said before, it really counts when you have a strong product, but there are people that want to trade. And we want our traders to think long term. And staking would be an amazing way to do that. With Cardano, probably we cannot do more than the 5%, if I'm not wrong, because we need to follow Cardano rules. But it's something we can do. So we're going to update the community soon, and probably we can stake. We can stake KubeCoin, and we will do it through the wallet.
Now I think they have the answer they were looking for, because it was asked in every social media. They were asking.
Yeah, I wanted this to
for
actually
staking, proof use, and a lot of things.
Yeah, it's something when you want something, you cannot do it. So you have to find a way to do it, and we found.
We will try to find a way to do things, so that's not a problem at all. Then we have, do you think train rides and trips will be anticipated on the platform or mostly flights?
Both.
Both, yeah. That was an easy question, because if you see on Flykip, KubeCoin and everything, you will see that apart from flights, we have other goals. Let's say we're aiming to be the daily use coin, the daily use token. So on the future, we want to be everywhere, let's say, mostly in travel and leisure, but we want to be everywhere. So obviously we'll be on other type of rides. Then we have to convince investors. How do you maintain the existence of KubeCoin, which is based on travel and holiday, in the middle of the ongoing pandemic, as well as what kind of ecosystem will run on KubeCoin other than the proof of use system?
As I said before, it's not a matter of convincing people. I don't want to convince anybody to get involved in the project. You need to love the project, you need to get involved, help us together. We work together on it. I want to be honest, it's the investment doesn't go to me, doesn't go to Mark, doesn't go to them, it goes to the ecosystem to build everything and to make the token to go up. No? So that's the goal. And that's what we of course, and to use it in real life. I said it like 1,000 times tonight. So, what we want to, the question was?
We run on KubeCoin other than proof of use system, where we just said that we are maybe going to the proof of stake, so we are covered on that.
Yeah, no, the next one was...
the next one, I haven't read them yet.
Okay, so I answered
the question. Answered the question,
okay, right.
Yeah. Then we have a question that was particularly answered before, but what are your plans to stop the dumping of the coins once the vesting period is over? Okay,
once the vesting period is over, we have liquidity lock, burn, and a few financial action we can take. And apart from that, it's still related to the product. So thinking long term, we expect our investors think long term as well. And the way we're going to build the ICO and the way we build the pre-sale, there will be really not a lot of whales. So right now we don't have whales. So we're pretty sure of it. If someone wants to sell all the tokens at once, anybody can do that. We expect not to do it because we want this to go up, of course. But you're free to do whatever you want with your money. And the other thing is that once our idea is to keep the liquidity locked and the burning process progressively for the next since the release for 1 year, 1.5 years, and then it goes by itself. So we will stop it we can stop it actually. We can control it. The dumps we can let's say control. It's a trick. It's not that easy to control the market. So we try to avoid dumps during 1 year, 1.5 years, and then it goes by itself. But we expect that after 1 year, 1.5 years, we have enough tools to prove that the coin is really worth the wait.
Perfect. Then we move to, will Cube Wallet support other networks or only Cardano network?
Yeah, this is a thing that we've been thinking this week. Yes, we're going to support other coins. For now, in the wallet, you will see our coin, ADA, of course, and native token. They can be exchangeable. Most of them they're not. Few of them just in the Cardano ecosystem. So the Cardano native tokens. That's the only ones that we can add to the wallet because they are in our blockchain. The idea is to implement technology because what we do to connect the nodes with Cardano, we have to do it with Binance, we have to do it with the Ethereum, we have to do with the other blockchains, with the other coins. So it's pretty standard, but it's different depending on the blockchain. So it's something we're going to implement in time. Also because there is a huge cost when you implement another coin or token in your wallet. It means that the business, the company needs to back the wallet with a certain amount to allow people to exchange their currencies. So it's in the business plan. So yes, it's a long-term thing. It's not going to be soon. At the beginning, just the Cardano network and then the other ones.
Perfect. Then I have the last question that will be, why don't you release Cube Wallet first and then KubeCoin so the investors directly transfer their cubes to the Cube Wallet? If you release cubes first and wallet next, then the user have to transfer from multiple wallets. I think we have answered practically that on a question that was before, that we're going to do it with the Cube Wallet. I will try to implement our Cube Wallet.
We're not going we just, as a backup, we have the Cardano wallets in case something happened, but we have this pretty clear. We're going to use our own. So, but in case there are the other ones, but we already answered most of it.
Perfect. So I think we answered everything. Now I see that there's a lot of messages on the chat, so I'm going just to change the scene. We're going to see if you now want to ask some questions. Now it's the time to ask them because we're going to be answering your questions on our live. So I'm just seeing here on the chat that there are other questions. Let's see. Okay, we have one question here, for example, from Noah saying, how will KubeCoin achieve to become the cryptocurrency for leisure and travel, as there are other coins also on the other blockchains, and what are the main reasons?
We are the only cryptocurrency they want to. The use is not only on a platform. We are building a wallet to make it happen in a real life, and we found a way to achieve it. So it's not that easy to find something like this. I must say we don't like to consider in the crypto industry the other travel companies that have a token or a blockchain in the leisure or travel industry as a competitor. So nobody is a competitor. If a competitor does this before us, I'm so happy because it's the same philosophy. We want to reach the same goal. So it's not based on the market. It's not based on the token, or we're trying to all to reach the same goal. We'll be the first, good. If not, whatever. We are on the same page with our competitors. Also, if we don't speak with them.
Now we have other questions that I think we have already answered on the live. Does anyone know if we're going to stake KubeCoin when it's launched? Paul already answered that we're making, let's say, the strategy to be able to do that, and we will try to inform our users as soon as we can about the staking. Then we have another question, is when will Cube get a price? Cube now has a price. Let's say in the PISA you bought Cube for a price, and the ICO you will buy Cube for a price, but if you're meaning when will you be able to trade, this is when we are on exchanges.
Yeah, you can trade it only on an exchange or in a wallet that allow to exchange. We're speaking with wallets as well. So for now, the price is 0.06 cents. It's the price of the last pre-sale. Then the price of the ICO will come soon. And from there is our last chance to give a price to a token. It's actually a good thing. And then the market will decide.
Perfect. Then I see some questions about the audit. Maybe it's people that just joined us now because it's repeating the question. When will coin go into audit? As you would say, we're down in Q4. So now we're doing the audit, as Paolo said.
We started. Already.
Yeah, we already started. So now we're doing the audit. We're just waiting for just doing the audit.
It's not up to us. I want to say something to the people in a hurry. Please be patient. This is a really strong project and it needs time. It needs time, and also the audit is not up to us. It's up to an external entity, and we need, it's for your safety that we need that the code of the native token is well done and everything is legal, because we don't want the government, we don't want the a broken thing in the code or a bug or something that affects all of us. So we need to be sure. So it's better that the audit takes a bit more time, and then when we release the token, we were sure that it's going to trade smoothly.
Perfect. Then I think we have some more questions. Yeah. Okay, we have some questions on the followers. Now, if you want to ask anything else, now it's the time. If not, probably we're going to close the live because we're being for 45 minutes, let's say. We have questions like when I will be getting a Qbox.
That's nice, the slogan thing, because we are now creating the slogan. So please send suggestions, because we asked the marketing, to the content team, to the copywriters to create the slogan. It's now the time. So if you have any suggestion, please send us.
Now we have Bob saying, great podcast, one of the best, most informative crypto amas. Well done. Emphasis on passion is needed here. This is not a pump and dump. Great reminder. Now we have Gunnar saying, appearance of KubeCoin on dexes like Sunday swap will happen.
Sunday swap just released the testnet on Cardano. Hope so. We didn't speak with them. We just waiting for the testnet to get released. No, with them beta version right now. So let's wait a bit. I know that things go get a bit slow lately, but as soon as they have it ready after the testnet, we try to speak it. Of course, it's the first Cardano swap, so we will ask it. Yeah.
Then we have Edgar asking, Marpolo, thinking on what you say I was staking, will KubeCoin be a mineable token?
Wow. No. Well, we already answered in part about staking, so we put all the effort on it through the NFT, and I cannot say that much because I'm not that technical. Daniel can answer to this, but through the NFT technology, through Cardano, we can actually mine and do staking, if I'm not wrong. So we're working on that. The tech team is working on that right now to understand how to do it once we release the token. We have to do it before we create the 90 token. So, and then on that, just right now at the moment. So about mining, I don't think so, because no, we have no plans to mine KubeCoin. Yeah.
Now we have Anija asking, what would you do with the remaining coin which was not sold on the pre-sale? So we made a poll, as we already promised our users on Telegram, Discord, Facebook, everywhere, and we were giving the choice to our followers to choose, no, if they want us to burn it or to do, let's say, a second pre-sale with the left tokens. The community chose to burn, so now we're burning the tokens. There's no way back, and the remaining tokens of the pre-sale will be burned when the time comes.
And we must say we have enough for the ICO. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. Now we have what are the plans with the NFT platform? I think this question is for me.
Yeah, it's totally for you.
Okay. So the plans with the NFT platform, we are going to, let's say, build an NFT platform where you're going to be able to buy and trade NFTs. Now we cannot sell much because we don't want, let's say, it's like not secret, because it's obvious that it's going to be a marketplace for NFTs. But we don't want to say the key points, the main points about our NFT platform, just to make sure that it will be unique in the Cardano ecosystem, and we'll try to be unique too in the marketplaces of NFTs. So we cannot tell much now. We would love to tell more about our NFT platform, NFT project, blah, 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 but we cannot tell much now. We hope to say something soon on all social media so we can, let's say, unveil our plans for the NFT platform. But we hope to say it soon and just show our big project to our community. Now we have any plans for partnering with our payment merchant in the near future?
Not really. Not with payments.
Coti, Revolut, etc.
No, because they use the standard system. We don't want to use the standard system with credit cards. We want to do something new. 100% decentralized, 100% with cryptocurrencies. So if we find a partner like this, yes, but we found out that most of them, they still use credit cards. We don't want to use credit cards. So we're trying to, it's difficult. Our research is on not using credit cards, not using the standard system. So no, the only partners we have and we're going to have are in our industries to make it work, to make it used in real life. That's the partners that we want. We create our own payment method.
Then we have another question for Dark Angel Aka Afaf. It's saying Cube merch. When can we expect? I'm in South Africa. I can print there and distribute. Okay, so we thought about that about doing Cube merch. So it would be good if our community now in the comments say if they will love like us to do a merch. Maybe I don't know, t-shirts, sweatshirts, phone covers, whatever.
Yeah.
We thought about that because we think it's a good branding strategy, and we think that our community will love to wear maybe a Cube t-shirt, a Cube phone cover, a Cube sweatshirt, whatever. So now probably in soon times we will speak with the community and try to find if you will love or not to wear our merch, because this is just for you. We are not doing merch for us. It's just if our Cubers, our community will love to have our logo in their t-shirts or whatever. It will be lovely for us, and we'll be more happy to do it. But that's a decision to have it for the community, because it's, let's say, it's a project for our community, and it's not a project for us.
Let's say we don't want to earn selling t-shirts. So we want to create technology. So I've seen that some coins did it, maybe to get more, fundraising, and that we don't need that. We need to build technology, and that's the main purpose. But of course, if the community asks for it, we answer. Well, I have always this philosophy. Well, when someone asks you once, and then the second time, the third time, you have to do it. So up to you guys. If we want us to do it, we can build a merchant part in our website maybe, and sell merchant t-shirts or whatever it is.
Then we have, I think it will be just the last. We're nearly 1 hour. It's good thing is that you all guys are always active and interacting with Kubers. This is showing that you much serious and you are about the project. Yeah, we're always trying to be active in Telegram, Discord, Twitter. We do our best because we're quite busy with all the projects, trying to develop all the Cube ecosystem that we're trying to build. So we are trying Paul is trying every time to be on the KubeCoin official Telegram, answering and speaking with the users. I'm trying to every day to be on Discord, on Telegram, but it's not that easy to be there when you're all our days are really busy, and we are always thinking, we're always planning, we're always working. So we try to have a time, to dedicate it to our Kubers, that our most important asset. Let's say.
We have with our ambassadors. We have a really good relationship. We have a separate channel to organize all the news and the events and everything we have to say to the community, and they are pretty active and they're amazing. So that's why we are not speaking anymore as before. It's like when you create the company at the beginning, and that's what happened with KubeCoin. You put yourself in everything, and you don't sleep at night. We're still not sleeping that much, but now it's time that we dedicate ourselves. We get to put use to the investment or in the fundraising we had. So this is a big responsibility for us. The company already passed through venture capital investments, so we know what it means when someone gives you the money and the responsibility that you have, because also you have on paper. And we have when you have on the paper, I don't know if it's more responsibility when you have it on paper or you have it with a huge community. I think it's more with the huge community. So we have this responsibility on ourselves, and we need to take care and focus on the project right now. In free time, of course, we are in Telegram, but for now, I must say it's important that the ambassador, we have a scheduled shift with ambassadors. We communicate within each other, not to leave the community apart, and that's the way it's working right now. So it's better that we are now focusing. But of course, we have our Telegram accounts. You can contact anytime. As soon as we have a moment, we will answer as usual.
Perfect. Then we have some messages supporting our merch idea, supporting our ambassadors too. So I think that maybe that's all for today. Maybe we can close.
And it's Friday, so I think it's Monday in some part of the world, most of the part of the world. I think I don't know. Sorry, it's morning.
No, Monday morning.
It's morning. I'm tired already. It's Friday afternoon here. It's our shift is almost finished. So yes, let's close. It's been amazing. I want to say, because he's handling the podcast here, is the CMO of the company, but he also handling the podcast, and soon we will have a few guests, some partners, some important, hopefully, people from the crypto industry. So we're not going to speak only about KubeCoin. We're going to speak about the whole crypto ecosystem, and Marco will interview maybe more people. Let's see how it works. So we need your support, of course, also for this podcast, and probably I will see you in the next interviews we have planned with YouTubers and for the ICO, and we will announce soon all next news. There will be more on this time on technology, on the apps we're building for you guys, and of course on the ICO, and then let's release the token and see what happens.
Perfect. So now we're going to close the live. We will update everything on Telegram, Discord, and Twitter as always. We're going to have, as Paolo said, new guests. We're going to talk about other things about from cryptocurrencies. We're going to try to be the more direct with our community. This podcast, we just created it to be more in connection with our Kubers, to be more clear about the information, because a lot of people asked us to do MAAs, Q&As, and to speak with our community. So this is something that we're going to do for the community. So we hope that you liked our first Q&A, our first episode. Now we're going to close our first episode, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, everybody. Let's keep in touch.
Thanks.